Good afternoon. It is Sunday in Minnesota, and your Warriors are back on the ice. Harry Haviland mic'd up alongside Shooter McGowan as the OTT is live in Blaine, Minnesota. We're at the Ramsey County Arena here at the National Sports Center in the Super Rink building. And the Warriors are doing so well this weekend. A win here could put them into a great spot going into tomorrow, Shooter.
It could, and a loss could put them in not such a great spot. So what we learned about the numbers and how they're panning out, if we win, we get the number 1 spot and we go straight to the championship, which is great. If we lose, we get the number 4 and we don't play for really anything other than a consolation tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Bronze medal doesn't count as anything?
No, it kind of depends on how you look at it. It's something.
It's something.
It's hardware.
But it's also at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. We want to win this.
We do. We do.
We know what those 7 o'clock games did for all of us yesterday. It was exhaustion, but we still managed to power our way through a Broncos overtime victory, which was absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
Other than the fact that now we're without a quarterback for the rest of the next 2 games.
Your arm's relatively strong, though. You could probably step in. You got the height.
Right in. I fit into his gear and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see that happening. We're welcoming everybody back to the broadcast here. If you were with us for both games yesterday, kudos to you. That was an early one. This one is important, though. The boys, I know, are fired up for it, but this is also a great team out of Illinois, the Chargers they're called the Northwest Chargers.
Yeah,
just outside of Chicago, Illinois.
I think they're actually staying at the Parents Hotel. I don't know if these are the same parents and stands, but
I believe that these are the same people that we're sharing a hotel with. What if they have hot water?
Yeah.
It's like Gruber and Rigsy on the back end. We've got Lahr, McGowan, and Haviland stepping towards center ice here to start this one for your Warriors. 14 minutes up on the clock for the first period. And yes, I apologize. Well, it's not really my fault, but a little bit delayed here. They're running a bit behind.
Oh, it was your fault because there was a fight on the game before us, and you're the one who antagonized them.
I was just saying what I thought was right. And yeah, there was about a 10-minute delay there while they sorted out a bunch of penalties and sent a bunch of kids to the box. The goalie was in there throwing haymakers. It was pretty entertaining,
it was crazy.
For 12U hockey.
12-year-olds throwing punches. It was crazy.
We got 2 refs up there?
I'm only seeing one.
No, we only see one, but looks like he eats for 2. Oh, is that rude? Oh, my mic's on. I keep forgetting about that.
His mom may be tuned in, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, they're sending them back onto the ice while they're waiting for the next ref. Don't have to dump all the pucks out. Get a little bit more warm-up time in.
Yeah. Yeah. They did in the first game. I don't know if they're
Every 2 periods they were, but I don't know. They didn't. That was only in the first game, though. We didn't get that yesterday.
Right. And it's 5-minute mercy, and then they run clock. 5 goal differential before they run clock. Yeah.
Where's this other ref? Nobody wants to hear us yammer on about nothing.
Yeah. Well,
we did get a new sponsorship here today. We can talk about our friends at Prime Pizza Pub. Prime Pizza Pub, just up the street here from the Super Rink. Unbelievable food. I had the Italian chop, which was supposed to be in a wrap. Good beer battered onion rings.
Yep. Unfortunately, their pull tabs aren't as effective as Stan Holot would like them to be.
No, the pull tab situation was unfortunate, but still fun.
Yeah.
I do miss pull tabs. Yeah. I didn't spend any there, though. Would have been great if I went out right after Stan and pulled the big winner. But up here, I believe that it supports minor hockey and it supports youth sports.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The different ones were all for a different charity. And funds raised through that from a bunch of degenerates such as myself and Stan goes to a good cause. I mean, I've spent $20 on less.
What?
It's a lot colder in this one.
It is a lot colder in this rink. For whatever reason,
They don't have the heat on.
there must be like a 20-degree difference between this rink and the one that we were in yesterday.
Definitely not taking my coat off today, even though I've got a big hoodie underneath it.
Then again, it's not warm outside either, so
5 degrees and snowing all day today. Beautiful Midwest winter's day. Got to get back this afternoon, the Bears game. I'm sure these Chargers players want to go see that game too. Maybe we'll have something in common with the parents in the hotel lobby this afternoon.
So the Broncos will take on the winner of Houston and New England. Do you have a preference?
I just don't like New England whatsoever.
I don't either.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather play New England, but I don't like New England, so I don't want them to beat Houston. I don't know. I'm torn.
There's not a sound.
Okay, we're back. Just had to work out a couple of technical issues there, and it sounds like we're going to be going with the one referee system.
Is that right?
This guy has got it
Oh, no,
under control.
one's
There
right
he is.
there.
There he is. We
Hey.
get the second ref. Extended warm-up is over. Now we're even a little bit more delayed, but we are back, and yes, the mics are working. For those of you who are just tuning in for your first ever game, we usually have the mics off until about a minute left to go in warm-up. And then we had to fix a few things here, so went back on mute. But we are back. Shooter and Harry up in the booth. High above the rink in Blaine, Minnesota, looking for a big victory out of the Warriors here, which would give them that first seed bye into the championship tomorrow at noon. If not, we're on the ice playing a consolation game tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Now we can reintroduce these opening lineups. We've got Moore and Eggleseder on the back end. McGowan's going to be at center. Lahr to his right. Haviland to his left. I don't know much about this team, but if they're from Illinois and they play some pretty good hockey, I think that we're going to be in for a good matchup here today. A win back there by McGowan. Gets it over to Moore. Big rig. Snaps it across to Eggleseder, who's coming out of his own end. Eggleseder flipping that one up. It's deflected down by Lahr as he chases it down into the offensive zone. McGowan after it on one side. Haviland after it on the other side, trying to kick this one down. He's contending with a couple of Chargers players. Big hit there by McGowan. Keeping this in at the blue line was Owen Moore. Around by the Chargers. They flip that up to the blue line. Eggleseder keeping it in, looking in front. Lahr was trying to get himself in position. He was pushed out to the side there. McGowan dropping it back into the corner. Only player there was wearing a Chargers jersey, and they send it up to center ice. Coming back in across the blue line, onside. Shot comes off, rips that one just wide of Prokop. Kept in. I'm out. Tip into center ice there. Nobody there. McGowan going hard after it. Lar gets dodged around there. Coming in is the Chargers team. Slowing it up at the top of the circle. Back out to the blue line. Chargers controlling, trying to pass that back in. They have it. Shoot one wide of the net. Round to the far side. Owen Moore coming in. McGowan centering pass. Tipped out of the zone. They're going to have to get changes up on that as that line was out there for a little over a minute to start this game. 12 minutes and 39 left to go in the first period. 0-0 tie here with the Chargers and the Warriors. Back out to Cannonberg. Sends that in, and then that player regrets stepping into Hank Cannonberg. Coming out of the corners, Austin Medeo. Fighting back behind the net. Medeo backhand pass looking for Foster in front. That one off the boards out to the blue line. Kolchevsky kicking that one back into Medeo, who tips it back behind the net. Collected by the Chargers. Out to center ice. Taken right back in control. Here's Henry Cannonberg with the sauce over to Popovic. Didn't recognize Foster was still deep in the zone, so they're going to get the first whistle of the game with 12:03 left to go here in the first. Toto, Woolley, and Haviland out there. Not sure they're shifting up of the lines here, but Haviland's got this one, fires it into the corner. Woolley going down to chase after it into the corner, going behind the net, spun around to the far side. Kai Haviland with the tip back out. Gruber shoots one in, it's in the glove of the goaltender, and another face-off here. Warriors in control in the offensive zone, finally getting a shot on net.
$197 for that referee number. That's a big number.
It's a lot of referees up here in Minnesota. Up and out of play, a souvenir going into the crowd. Comes right back over. I didn't see what happened. Oh, it's good. Toto tangles up, one back by the Chargers. Off the boards and out to center ice, trying that long lead pass. Gruber trying to take that one away. It's picked back up by the Chargers, right down below the press box, working their way in. Toto puts a shoulder into the man. Eggleston around the far side. Haviland looking to try and tip that one through his legs. A couple players come in on him. Ben Toto walks away from the pile with the puck. Toto around the boards for Woolley. Flipping it out to center. Haviland's racing. The Chargers are going to get back to their own end first.
What was that call?
Roughing.
Rough.
For who?
I think they called Kai.
No.
Oh, no?
Number 9, White. Number 9,
I'm
White.
sorry. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
He's not getting the first penalty of the game here. Come on.
Kai kind of skated off looking like he had done something wrong, so that's where I was basing it.
He's going to stay out there with Popovic and Weber now. Benevelski and Eggleston on the point. Power play opportunity here for the Warriors. Weren't our penalties 2 minutes in the earlier games?
They were. I don't know
Now
why
we're down
they're
to a minute
showing.
30?
Yeah, he's making the change, it looks like.
Yeah, 2-minute penalties. Should be. It was 2 minutes all tournament. Yeah. That should be a
We got
2-minute
Matt
penalty.
Kolchevsky over there trying to tell the scorekeep.
Popovic in his own zone, up to Haviland. Quick pass, just past Weber, picked back up by the Chargers in their own zone. Northwest dumps that one down. Benevelski racing back into his own end to pick this one up. Benevelski set up behind his own net, working his way up. Flip pass up to Haviland, who's at center ice. Spinning with this one back into his own zone. Pass to Popovic, trying to work his way across the blue line. Pops finally gets it through. Now he's hooking his man up, trying to get through. Weber past him, and Benevelski down the ice looking for it. There's a race for it. Benevelski's going to be the first one back. Round to the far side. Haviland picking up on the boards. Off his feet. Back over to Benevelski. Sasha to Weber. Back up to Sasha. Onside play there. Benevelski carrying this one deep into the zone. Warriors looking to get set up on this power play. Benevelski behind the net. Back out to the blue line. Hey, goes Cedars under him. And now he's got a race to get to this. Eggleseder spinning off the boards. Kicked outside the zone. Chargers resetting. Haviland taking that one away. Kai Haviland coming in down the left wing. Pass across just under the stick of Weber as he was streaking towards the front of the net. Weebs with the backhand up off the glass, back into the zone. Weber to Popovic. Noah Popovic coming in. Couldn't get that pass across, still has it. Takes a shot loose in front, looking for a poke, and no rebound to be had. Good chance there by the Warriors to finish up that power play. 1 second left to go, but still a 0-0 hockey game with 9:44 left to go in the first.
I was going to ask what you fed Kai this morning for breakfast because he's got a little pep in his step, but I should ask Coach Matt instead.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kai in 3 days. He pretty much ignored me walking out of the rink yesterday, too. As long as his credit card's working, I don't think he'll be calling me.
Right. I think they're now trying to remedy the penalty duration.
Should be 31 seconds left in the penalty now. So the Warriors do get the full 2 minutes for the man advantage, as will the Chargers.
No, I think that was 31. That was 30.
It was down to 1 second.
Oh,
it was down to 1 second.
Okay.
They added 30 seconds to it for 2-minute penalties, as it should be at this level. Coach contesting that, but I don't know.
I don't know how you contest that, but
it's in the rule book. 2 minutes of penalty. Foster at center ice. Medeo and Woolley on the wings, trying to dig this puck out. Back to the point. Ben Toto. Drop pass, intercepted, and now Kannenberg's forced back. Getting a quick stick on that, and then dumped into the zone there by the Chargers. Kannenberg firing around for Foster, leaving that one for Medeo, who kicks it right over to the waiting Chargers player. They get it back in their own end. Trying to line this up. Flipping it into the zone, and now a break. Here come the Chargers. Good poke check there by Prokop. Diving a puck into the corner. Foster with some speed. Penalty's over. Foster gets taken down. Out of the boards and out. Another race back here. Good job by Kannenberg, knocking his man off of that puck. Weaver falling down in front of the bench. So that's Medeo. Cut to the front and a backhand shot going wide. Another pad save there, and Prokop covers that up as the reset is needed here by the Warriors. A couple of quick breaks by the Chargers. But Prokop, what a fantastic save. I think it was almost phenomenal.
That was great.
McGowan, Salazar, Lar, Gruber, and Benevelski. Taken away there by Reed Lar. Utah skating across the blue line, coming through center ice. Kicks that one in deep, and he'll chase. Salazar, first one to the puck on the far side, up off the glass. Knocked down behind by Lar. Spinning off bit. Lar still has it, gets it out to Benevelski. Walks across the line, takes a shot just sent wide of the net. McGowan leaving it in the corner. Salazar getting out of the way of a hit. McGowan back in there, pushing and shoving. Stick lip there by Salazar. Lar flips it in, and we're going to be offside. I don't know how offside that was, but...
No.
We're not on mute. Oh.
Earlier.
That was earlier. I'm behind on my text thread. You never know what's going to happen. I didn't even turn my mic on yesterday morning.
That's right.
Chargers at center. Eggleseder getting physical. Woolley taking that one down. Toto, backhand pick up there by Haviland. He's off the boards. Up to Deacon Woolley. Just couldn't quite stretch for that one. Now Toto in on the forecheck. Back over to center ice. Eggleseder gets bumped. Goes under the stick of Big Rig, and Riggsy now backhand weakly in behind the
fancy.
net. Stepping into there. Centering pass there. The boys got to be careful here. The Chargers coming in pressing. Eggleseder now down in the corner. Coming out of there. Dillon back out to the blue line. Picked up by Toto. Knocked out to center ice. Chargers back in control inside their own end. Haviland's on top of them. They turn, send that one back in off the boards right in front of us. Eggleseder taking it back over to the Chargers. Sending it up the wing.
Big
Rig
Rig
takes his man out. And Haviland picks that up, knocked away from him. Off the boards by Eggleseder and just inside the blue line. Sent right back out quickly by the Chargers. Catch it, trying to catch the Warriors on a change. Goes between the legs of Foster. Back out to Popovic. Haviland gives it to Cannonberg, who's racing through center ice. Hank shoots that one in. Off the boards, Devin Foster. Back over to Popovic. Medeo's looking in front of the net. Pops trying to turn this one back, dumping it into the corner. Foster gets tied up and couldn't get a stick on that puck. It comes out past Kolchevsky, who's got to skate to get to this one. Player back in behind him.
Oh, man.
I don't even think he had the puck yet, did he?
No.
Popovic on top of it. Medeo keeping this one inside the zone. Austin Medeo powering his way through, one hand on the stick, still muscling down into the corner, back with Popovic in there. Turning into a physical game, pops back into Medeo, who's pinched up against the boards a couple of times. Medeo still sneaking through.
Come on, pop.
Austin has it. Pass right back out. Foster shoots. Blocker save. Medeo keeping that one in. Foster chasing. Off the boards, out underneath the stick of Kolchevsky and the length of the ice. That one will be whistled down for icing. 6 minutes left to go in the first period. OTT Sports Network, live in Blaine, Minnesota. McGowan, Weber, Salazar. Salazar had that one lost in his feet, picked back up by the Chargers off the faceoff. They come racing through with some serious speed. Stuck away there by Desi Gruber. Gruber to the point. Out comes Weber. Tucks that one up ahead of him. They pass it around him. Back out to center ice. Salazar trying to attack it, but it's taken away by the Chargers. Benevelski slowing things down, making a pass across in his own end. Up for Desi Gruber, skating through center ice. Grooms comes across the red line, fires that one in. Stopped quickly there by the Chargers and brought right back out to center. Benevelski again with his stick on top of this one to Weber. And back and forth at center ice as McGowan finds that one in his feet, and then Chargers end up with it. They take it over to the far side and work their way down the right wing. Benevelski hard off the boards. Kick saved to keep that one in by the defenseman. Chargers making a couple of passes. Oh, that was a toe pick.
Oh, come on.
That was not a stick that got him. Outside the zone, Warriors are going to be killing off a penalty. They just got to figure out a way to touch this puck and get the whistle blown. Dropping it off to their fast player who comes up the left wing. Working across the red line.
That's
Touched
a touch
up there
blow it.
by Toto.
That was weak.
That was a very weak call.
Graham's going to
there
be
was
serving that.
sticks there, but I don't think the stick actually caught his feet. But it will be McGowan in the box, not Haviland first today, David.
Karma. It's a bitch.
On the penalty kill here, we've got Woolley and Toto with Eggle, Cedar, and Moore. Passing across as they're set up. A couple of quick passes there and a shot sent up over the corner of the net. Out to the blue line, Chargers. Making some passes around, working this puck high up in the zone. Warriors doing a good job keeping this pushed out to the side. Looking for that backdoor tip. It goes through the crease and over to the far side. Back to the top of the circle, out to the blue line. Couple of passes still controlled here by the Chargers. Minute 27 left to go in these 2-minute power plays. Off the boards. Kept in. To the slot. Good stick there by Woolley.
Good
and
job.
That one bounces out across the blue line. Warriors are going to manage to get some players changed up here.
Oh, he was off. There you go.
I was going to say, that one was close, but
Yeah, he was off.
the ref gets it right for the first time in the last 10 seconds.
In this tournament.
Trey Farty, 6 left to go in the first period. Minute 7 left to kill off this power play. Foster and Popovic out there now with Kolchevsky and Cannonberg. They come in onside that time. Kolchevsky forcing his man into the corner and drop pass. Shot comes through. It's underneath the glove of Prokop as he hangs on for the whistle. Sorry about that. Out to the blue line. Still with all the efforts here in the Warriors' end during this
Good job,
power
Hank.
play. Foster leading into the draw in the defensive zone. Tangled up, Foster, then that one gets back over to the blue line again. Chargers coming in, taking a shot, deflected up a shin pad in front. Chargers pick up that loose rebound, back out to the blue line. Over the left side, kicked across to the right, all the way back to the left. Another shot comes in, it doesn't make it through. The puck keeps coming back out to the Chargers at the blue line as they continue to get themselves set up, looking for that lane. They send one wide of the net. Cannonberg trying to get a stick on that, knocking it away now. Back out to the top of the circle, a shot off the deflection and into the mesh and out of play. I believe there's only 10 seconds left now. Still 0-0 here in a well-played first period by both teams. Toto, Woolley, Gruber, and Benevelski out there for your Warrior squad. Bouncing that one out to the blue line, not clear though. McGowan waiting to jump, 7 more seconds left. Ooh! One sails across. Gruber's trying to knock this out. Penalty is over. Haviland joins the play. Caught up in front and no goal. It's under the goaltender.
That looked
no
in.
Goal.
Wow.
The ref had the perfect angle.
I know, he did, but from our angle, it looked in.
Hey, I'm not arguing with the refs here, Shooter.
Oh, pardon me, sir.
That was actually in, Mr. Referee. No, the coaches are saying that's in. Sorry, there's no video review. How do you overturn that? I don't think you can overturn a call just because the ref or the coach wants it. Right?
Didn't we have one game where that did happen though?
Was it a goal?
Well, I don't remember. Maybe it was a penalty, but I've never seen that before.
No goal. Liking these reps more and more.
Yeah. Let's go 197.
Benevelski off the boards. Haviland racing for it. Trying to tip that one through. It's caught up in the leg of the defenseman. He now flips it finally out of the zone, trying to get it through to Toto. Knocks it over. Ben Toto at center, up to Woolley, and Toto gets taken out. Woolley chasing it down. Haviland on the far side. Woolley steals it away. Flips one in onto the goaltender, who manages to have that in his glove. I thought I saw something roll into the back of the net there. That would have been a turn of events.
That was a nice play by Illinois on Toto, taking his body out.
Yes. This has been a physical game, and the refs are calling it well. I mean, it is a little bit different when you get up north here, and the physicality, it's not the same as it is in Colorado, where they're calling a lot of those things. And that's the way you should be playing hockey at a Bantam level.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Bobovic couldn't get it. Turn around, good job there. Gruber now coming in on Benevelski. 3 players in. Sasha gets a good stick on that one. Firing it around the boards back out to the blue line. Out by Foster. Couldn't put it too far through as he was looking for Popovic at center. Gruber and Foster continuing to dig. Past Popovic. Glove down. Gruber. Knocked inside his own zone, back out to Foster, who just turns and rips that one. It's off the boards, but no icing going to be on that call as it timed out perfectly. Chargers trying to get this one out. They do, off the boards and up, racing down one-on-one against Gruber. Eggleseder doing a good job to force
Great job by Eggie on that one.
Prokop diving on for the cover and the whistle. 1:13 left to go here. First period action.
What did they call penalty
on the OTT Sports Network?
On what? On Eggie?
He bodied him out.
Oh my goodness.
I did not see that being a penalty. I think
Not
that was a
one
good
bit.
defensive play. Just as I'm talking about the refs letting them play physical hockey.
Okay, he's gone from ref 197 to inmate 197.
Toto
That
and
is
Wooly out
criminal.
there. What's that ref doing? Now he's back over talking to the coaches on the bench. Having a conversation. One ref watching this game down in the offensive zone here for the Chargers. Back killing off another penalty here. Oh, lucky they can get a shot up there. Final minute to play in the first period. Misses that one, but manages to get the puck right back going across the blue line. Chargers here on the power play, circling down, getting in low, shooting. Big
job,
save
Simon.
there by Simon Prokop. Out to the blue line again. Chargers turning back to the corner, coming in the right side. Big block there by Kolcheski as he gets this out of the zone.
Go, Joey, go.
Up through. Gets taken out by the ref and the player with a weird angle there, and the Chargers get it back up through center ice. Coming across onside, 3 players in, but all 4 back for your Warriors. And Toto's trying to poke that away from the blue line. Ben couldn't quite get it, and the Chargers make a pass across down the right side. 15 seconds left to go. Shot goes wide. Cannonberg gets a stick on it. Nets off. 6 seconds left. Chargers looking to get a last shot off here. Back over to the far side. 1 second. Tip in front and into the glove of Simon. Attaboy, Simon! That was a great period of hockey. That's the end of the first frame. Still tied up 0s, and the Warriors will be starting the second. Still shorthanded for the first 47 seconds. Wow. That's a hockey game.
It was. Yeah, very exciting. Still scratching my head over that Eggy penalty.
Yeah.
He played that perfectly. I don't know what he could have done differently.
Can we blame his dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Douglas, it's your fault.
So they probably wanted a penalty shot on that. Maybe that's what the
Maybe
refs or the coaches were arguing.
Definitely not a penalty shot material.
Well, I don't know what else they would be arguing over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they put him in the box.
Matt's drawing up the second period plan here for these guys. I think they just got to keep playing what they're playing. Maybe a little bit more in the offensive zone like they started the game. But mind you, the couple of shorthanded opportunities or shorthanded situations have been forcing them back into their own end there at the end of that period.
We got to button up the shots a bit. We need some more quality shots.
Yes. Get out of this penalty kill and back onto the offensive side of the game. Second period coming at you, brought to you exclusively by Prime Pizza Pub, just up the road here from the Super Rinks, with some delicious beverages and food, keeping you fed all day long. Prime Pizza Pub. Say that 3 times fast. I can't. I can't say anything 3 times fast. Short side short, whatever that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, with the tip in front, and just misses it. Simon couldn't hang on to every one of them. And backdoor tuck with a power play goal there by the Chargers. Makes it 1-0 quickly into this second period. Total Wooly Haviland back out there seeing a counteract alongside Benevelski and Gruber on the point. Toto trying to get that one over. It's picked back up off the face-off. Working away down the left side. Benevelski forcing his man wide. Wrap around, look back out to the blue line. Haviland comes out to contest. They put it back in at the blue line. No, I'm good. Looked around. Shot blocked there by Toto and out. Haviland racing down the ice, trying to pick this one up, chasing his man over the side. They flip it back over the other side, off the boards, outside the blue line. Working across the offensive end. Chargers coming in. It's caught up in Gruber's gear. Then Woolley taps it out. Shot. Blocker saved by Simon. Around Haviland, back over to Benevelski, getting knocked off that one. McGowan going for it. Trying to feed that one back out to the point. Chargers still just circling in the Warriors' end. McGowan gets it on his tape. Out to Haviland, forcing it across the blue line and kicking that one up through, and then he's taken out from behind as the puck lands back in control of the Chargers through center right. Cross off the skate, back up, gets the shot off, but sends it wide of the net. Chargers are buzzing here right now, and the Warriors are looking for any excuse to slow them down. Out to center, through to Lar, to Benevelski. Sasha turning backhand drop over the corner. Weber didn't see it. And then the Chargers have it again in the slot. Shot saved by Brokaw. Outside the zone quickly there by the Warriors, but even faster turn back around by the Chargers. Weber trying to stick handle this one through. Pass up to Lar. Trying to poke it past the defenders. They get in his way and then bring it back into their own end. Tipping it up now is Benevelski. Drop pass there for Laru. Backhands it in. Goalie controls that and then just tucks it behind the net for his defenseman. But Weber's quick to the puck and gets there for a centering pass attempt. Over to McGowan. Picked off by the Chargers before he could find it. Up ahead of it. Moore back in his own end. Big Rig behind the net. Off the boards. Up for Lar. Weird bounce. McGowan goes back to get it. And then McGowan with a brilliant pass to Moore, who comes across the blue line. Blocker save as he rifles one in towards the net. Moore still in deep. Back over, Popovic behind the net, trying to power his way through. Pop still has his puck. Center pass and a backhand up over the net there by Foster. Was deflected. Back over to Foster. Centering pass, Popovic turning to the point. Back out to Lar. Shoots one in, deflected in front. Foster had the angle, but the goalie had a better one. He finds a way to cover up the puck, and despite the attempts of the Warriors, they're still trailing 1-0 with 10:59 left to go in the first. Second. One back there. Oh, that was off the mask. It was looking like that might have went to the top corner. Henry in deep, pushing and shoving his way through there, back to there. That's a trip. Chargers end up with this puck. Out to the blue line. Popovic skating across now, back checking his way through neutral territory. Kolcheski falls down, but he takes the man with him. And then the Chargers put it up off the glass in behind the net where they've got two players waiting. Kannenberg taking that away, knocked into the corner by Foster. Then Kannenberg not hard enough to get it out. Foster with the hit, and Madeo can't sneak it through. Henry looking for the big hit, goes around him. Tipped outside the zone. Madeo's chasing it down. They make that flip pass across. And then out to center ice as they're coming ripping through. Chargers back out to the blue line. Good stick there of Kannenberg as he dives down. Picked up by Madeo. Boston Madeo dumping that one in deep. Ben Toto now on the chase. Madeo after it. Kicked around. Chargers got a line on this one. And Moore shoving his man off the puck, trying to pick that puck back up. Clearing attempt is taken away inside the zone by the Chargers. They continue to work their way down low. Manning behind the net, loose by himself there. Got off the side of the pad of Prokop and then fired out to the blue line and cleared. He dumps it back in, but it's going to be offside. Toto, Woolley, Haviland, and Benevelski and Gruber just joining them on the defensive side. Looking to do what they can to get a goal here. See, the first thing would be to be playing some more hockey in the offensive side of the ice. Toe drag, shot, another rebound, comes free. Picked back up, Woolley. Now coming out of this, makes a pass across, picked up by Haviland, working his way down the left side. That's offside is the stick of that one. Stick of the Chargers player knocks it off of Haviland's blade, keeping it outside the blue line as he was continuing to momentum into the offensive zone. Toto forcing that one forward, but that's just collected by the Chargers in their own end. Over to the far side, Benevelski can't keep it in. Backhand drop pass there, went past Toto. Haviland stretching for it to pick it up off the boards, and then off a helmet as Gruber was trying to dump that one in. Toto chasing his man. Benevelski steps in, keeping this one in. Backhand dish, trying to get it through to Toto. Picked up, and how was that deflected? Hard around the far side. Haviland trying to jump up to that, tipping it out. Toto with the hit. Back for Gruber. Flip pass into center, and Woolley's got an opportunity here. Deacon Woolley coming in. Toto through to center. Shot in. Goaltender hung on. Woolley looking for a little bit of a rebound there, I think, from that tough angle. He fires it in. Goalie didn't give him much. Mateo, Foster, and Popovic stepping out now with Kannenberg and Kolcheski on the blue line. Foster's going to take this draw deep in the offensive zone. One back by the Chargers, off the glass and out. Kannenberg, not out. Good job there, Hank, kicking that one down. He's having a heck of a game right now.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He is all over the place. Foster, Popovic, still inside the zone, making that pass across now as the Chargers as they work their way through center ice. Stuck away there by Madeo, forcing the Chargers back into their own zone to reset. Chargers tipping this one out at their own blue line. Good job there. Kannenberg going after this one again. Henry Kannenberg in deep and all over the place.
Why?
Why is there no icing there?
I have no idea why that got waved.
They shot that just clear out of the zone.
What was
Foster. Oh, and here it's going to be a penalty. Careful, boys. They're in their own zone. Madeo taking this one out to the blue line. Simon's gone to the bench. Foster coming through. They got 6 men on the ice. Chargers touch up on that one.
That was wacky.
9 White goes for his second penalty of the game. Charging call this time, and the Warriors going to have the man advantage.
I thought they were going to get him on an elbow.
Yes, we will remember to take the score down after the game. I will do my best.
Just don't look at it.
Shooter's
it's as
pretty
simple
good at
as
it.
that.
Well, it's hard, but it's on YouTube. It's the last frame.
I recognize
on
that,
YouTube.
but just don't look.
Just don't look. Just blindly poke at your
Don't look.
iPad. What's
Be like,
wrong with
ooh.
you? Foster, Woolley, Madeo, Kannenberg, and Toto. Back over to Toto on the far side. Flips one in. That's up over the net. Back over. They gave him 2 and 10. Wow. Foster with a sneaky play off the skates. Puts it through the legs, over to the far side. Toto trying to keep that one in. Chargers get to it. Flip it up. They have a player in behind, but Henry Kannenberg keeps in that one. In at the blue line, playing oh so well. Sent all the way down length of the ice. Now that's better be an icing call as it crosses the goal line and it's whistled down. 2 and 10 for the charging call.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Huh.
Yeah. I didn't see the play.
I thought it was right by the boards, right there on the elbow. Yeah.
Oh. Seeing what they can do here on the power play. They got to get set up. Kannenberg misses on that one. Now, what? That's an interference call. You know what? I'm taking back everything nice I've said about you guys. How is that interference? The guy, he tangled up with his stick.
Yeah.
The puck was involved in the play. Oh well, that takes away that power play opportunity, and now it's 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 18 seconds. Foster, Popovic, Moore, and Egelseeder. That one snakes back across the blue line, picked up by the Chargers. Inside their own zone, looking to set up, turned around. Egelseeder going after him, sticking that one down. He gets spun away from here, and Chargers player comes in. Tap in front. Oh my, Simon!
Simon.
Great pad save there. Foster across the blue line. Popovic with the tip into the corner. Now Pop's chasing it down. Back out to the blue line. Egelceder sees a line, shoots one, and blocker save. It was diving at the point, and then Moore tips that back in. Foster from his knees, keeping it into the corner. Shot down into the feet of Moore. No dangerous pass through the middle there, but Chargers at center, coming across through the blue line, keeping this onside, working right down the middle, gets a shot off. Prokop makes the save. Egelceder out of the zone to center. Moore gets that one knocked around him. Foster tries to take it away, but then the Chargers end up with it back in the Warriors' end. Centering pass tipped away there by Foster, back into his own corner. Out to the blue line, kept in. Foster back to it, shooting it out of the zone. 3 seconds left here, and now it is 5-on-4. Prokop with another blocker save. Popovic couldn't get enough on that one to send it out. Now he and Foster in the corner. 5-on-4 for the Chargers here. 34 seconds left to go to kill this penalty off for the Warriors. Chargers down in deep. Across the far side from the blue line. Shot comes in. That sounded like a stick save by Prokop. Popovic, not hard enough to get it out. Kicked down there at the blue line by the defenseman. Penalty set to expire here. Another 12 seconds. The goalie's tapping his stick pretty early there.
There you go, Rig.
Egelceder found his own net. Couldn't quite get that one. Popovic hammers that down. That will be an icing call, but the penalty was over before the whistle blew, and we'll have 5-on-5 as we head back to our own end for the drop. 4:36 left to go. 1-0 hockey game. Chargers over the Warriors in the second. Toto, Woolley, and Haviland back out there. Gruber and Benabelski on D. Drop the puck. Back, controlled by Benabelski off the drop. He spins that one out to the blue line, kept in by the Chargers. Looking for a tip in front. It ends up over into the corner. Benabelski going after it. Back out to the blue line by the Chargers. Fed into the corner. Chargers with that man in front on that back door dangerously again. The puck made it all the way through. Haviland's now in the corner. Tying up against a couple of guys. Haviland sneaks that one back out through. Assisting him is Toto. Can't quite get this one out of the zone. And then it was tipped out by Toto. Good job there. Woolley couldn't poke it up ahead. The Chargers send it back inside the zone, offside. That must have sounded good on Dolby surround sound. I don't know about this weather. I think it's making me sick. I'm too soft. I'm not Canadian anymore. I'm Canadian,
right.
But I'm not used to the Canadian weather anymore.
All right, yeah.
Over the far side, Kolchevsky getting taken down. Joey Kolchevsky getting back up, spinning. Weaver trying to get through. Over the far side, Hank racing for it. They stop, shot, and right into Prokop. Good hustle there by Cannonberg, but he gets a shot off, and Simon Prokop doing what he does in Prokopian fashion. Foster winning that one back, but Prokop had to be quick as he pokes it into the corner. Loose puck out to the blue line. Egelceder couldn't quite get it through. He and Foster now battle for it, coming outside the zone to center ice. Popovic and Medeo force them to dump that one in. It's on the stick of Big Rig, who turns, sends it down the ice. No icing on that call. At least if it's going one way, it goes the other. Popovic with the pressure. Egelceder stepping in. They flip that one out to center ice in a 2-on-1 creation here for the Chargers. They mishandle that pass, goes over into the corner, and Moore chases him down, gives him a shove with Foster behind the net now, trying to tuck that one over to Medeo. Chargers step in from the blue line, keeping this one deep in the Warriors zone. Egelceder's had enough. He just flips that one down, and it's going to be an icing call against the Warriors with 2:47 left to go in the frame. Warriors still trailing by 1. This is the OTT Sports Network live with you in Blaine, Minnesota. chunk of garbage on the ice. Somebody just
Yeah.
flipped into the corner. Shot block there in front by Canterbury. Skating around. Prokop didn't know what side of the net that was on. Good job by the Warriors here. Canterbury back over. Medeo. Clear out to Woolley. Oh, that's Toto, Woolley, and Haviland. Haviland trying to come through, splitting the D. Shoots that one in, chasing it in behind the net. Haviland still going after it, trying to knock this one down. They backhand pass that one in behind their own net, and the Chargers come up the left side. Looking to break out of their zone with Toto, putting the pressure on. They make the pass across to the right, now cutting down through the middle of the ice and back over to the left side. Chargers still in control on the offensive end as they swing around the far side. Looking for that pass to the slot. Comes out to the blue line, and Prokop tried to dive on that one, missed it, and the Warriors still can't clear. Toto. Back into the corner. Olszewski's trying to step in there. He gets blocked down in front. The puck gets tipped up off the glass behind the net. To the blue line. Haviland chasing. Chargers in control. Olszewski behind the net. Over. Toto. Picked off there. Kicked to the side by Canterbury. Trying to feed this one up along the boards. There's just too many white jerseys everywhere.
Oh, come on.
Trying to get that one to
63
Woolley.
punch right to Woolley's face.
Taken away by the Chargers again, coming in 1-on-2 against Canterbury and Kolchevsky. Canterbury taking that one away. He's going to want to just get rid of this if he can. Why you can't just hug into a guy like that, can you?
There you
Stick
go,
lift and
Ben.
taken away by Toto. He's got Weber up ahead of him. Weeb's just missing that pass from Toto, and it's the final minute of play in the second period.
Starting to get pretty physical out there.
Oh, Gruber having to go back for this one. Gruber's backhand tip back over Benevelski. Kicks it back over to Gruber. Sends it off the boards and out of the zone. McGowan, center with Lar and Salazar out there, or Weaver, sorry. Coming out, Gowan and Lar chasing after it. Comes back in. Benevelski grabs it, but the Chargers are still offside. Final 32.5 left to go on the seconds clock here in the second period, and the Warriors desperately need a goal.
Let's go, Dale. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Pop. You play some zone here. Let's go.
Center ice draw won by the Chargers coming across the blue line. Tipped away. Canterbury just playing another level out there today. Takes that one into the corner.
Oh, good
Stick
play.
lift back over Medeo, trying to get this one out of the zone. Medeo finally does. 13 seconds left to go. The Warriors on a charge here coming across the blue line. Medeo has Benevelski parked in front of the net.
There you go,
alongside
Austin.
Popovic. Medeo just bullying his way into the corner, continuing to do so. Shoving back and forth, this physicality continues to pick up at the end of the second period, and we've got a great third coming up. Are you able to see?
Yeah, I
Get
can
that
see.
one? Shooter, bring up our player profile of the game today is Desi Gruber.
Desi Gruber, we apologize that it has been a little bit long in the making to get this one out there, but Desi's number 8 for the Warriors, plays defense, 14 years old, attending Denver South High School, and will eventually be a Denver East Angel. A lot of people call him Groobs. That's what I call him. His favorite hockey player, Cale McCarr. Celebrity crush, Megan Fox.
I know that one.
Go-to pregame meal, chipper. What is chipper?
Chipper?
That's what he said.
I don't know what a chipper is.
So we'll have to understand what chipper is. The country he wants to visit, Bahamas.
Nice.
Relationship status, he is single, just like a lot of the gentlemen on this team. His favorite hockey tournament destination is Seattle. Pump Up Song, Power by Kanye West. The most annoying song, aside from Paralyzer that's playing right now, is Chicken Dance Song. And teammate you'd be most willing to study with, Deeks. Teammate most willing to cover for you during curfew is Aggie. He wants to be an NHL equipment manager of all things. That's kind of an interesting one. I like it. He will never, ever, ever have pineapple on his pizza. His secret talent, his dad was telling us a little bit about this. He is a mocktail mixologist, and he has been known to be able to whip up mom and dad a cocktail every once in a while. So kudos to him.
We'll put that to the test.
And then lastly, the team he wants to beat the most is the Littleton Hawks. And I think we all kind of can relate to that one.
Yes. We had one NOCO yesterday.
Yes.
Desi Gruber. Oh, we need some action here in the third period, Shooter.
We do. We need some shots.
These Warriors got to dig deep. They got to get a couple of goals. I don't want to be here tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
I'd prefer not to as well. And I'd be preferring to play for a championship round.
Yes, and not for a consolation game. It's very tight, though. I mean, it's crazy how one game difference can put you in fourth or in first.
Yeah.
But the Chargers want it just as much as the Warriors as they win the faceoff and come in. Riggsy gets that one knocked down, back out to the blue line. Off the stick of Medeo into the corner. Rig gets spun around. Foster trying to take that one away. Him and Big Rig both back there. Moore now steps into his man, but the puck gets back out to the Chargers. They're trying to control this at the point. Popovic slows it down, picks it up. He's got a man coming at him. Trying to flip that ahead for Foster. He dives across, but that comes off of his stick and fired back out to center ice. Is the Chargers.
Come on.
Foster over to Cannonberg. All the way up. He was looking for Popovic, who was hovering at the blue line. Eggleseder coming back into his own zone. Cannonberg knocking that puck off the boards to Popovic. Feeding to Medeo, who got stood up at center ice, but now he's coming back against the grain where the Warriors are in their own end. Cannonberg angling his way to control that puck out to the blue line. Haviland can't clear the zone, and then Eggleseder's forced to race for it. He's tied up and held up there. Toto gets a tip on that stick, back over to Eggleseder and outside the zone. Deacon Woolley chasing through center ice. Chargers player gets to that one first, but then they backhand it off the boards for Ben Toto to pick up. Toto leaves that one there for Woolley. Woolley was just a little bit behind the play. And now Toto collects it again. Woolley in the corner. Back around for Toto. Back out, centering pass, knocked off a couple of skates. Cannonberg kicks it back into the corner. Taken by the Chargers. Looking to get it outside the zone. They do. Kolcheski holds his man up enough time for Cannonberg to get it out of the zone. Back out to center. Around a couple of players as they continue to dance their way into the zone. Warriors looking to get it out there. Kolcheski takes a high stick right across the deke. Both teams making changes here. Chargers slowed down. Salazar at center ice, facing up against this one. That's knocked in by Lahr. Back over to Cannonberg, not clear of the blue line, held in there by the Chargers. They come in through the top of the circle on his backhand, circling back out towards the top. Feeds it to the top of the circle on the far side. A shot comes in, wide open in front of the net, and nobody was able to tuck that one home. In front, all alone there, and couldn't get a shot up as Cannonberg outmuscles his man into the corner. Cannonberg and Kolcheski deciding who's going to get it. Chargers get it first, out to the blue line, back up against the boards. They're working their way in, looking for that backdoor pass again.
Backdoor.
He's wide open backdoor, as always. Turning, Chargers with the pressure here. Warriors got to work their way down to the other side of the ice in order to score. Shooting one in, off the boards, offside.
Kenny, what's up, man?
Oh, being joined in the press box by celebrity Kenny Green in the house.
Yes, the infamous Kenny Green.
Popovic, Medeo, and Foster. Foster leaning into the blue line here. He's got Benevelski and Gruber on D with him. Benevelski walking this one out of his own and up across the blue line, dumped in deep, Pop chasing. Pop's getting turned around. Warriors now back checking their way out of the offensive zone. Big pass up there. Gruber gets a stick on it, intercepting it momentarily, giving enough time for Benevelski to jump into the play and right in front of his own bench, trying to kick this out of the zone. Warriors get it free and clear, but it's right back into the Chargers' hands as they come back through center ice. Staying onside this time, working down the right side of the boards. Benevelski tipping that one away. Foster with the stick lift and Gruber with the grab. Grubes spinning back on it. With some room here, Desi Gruber working his way out of the zone. Make that pass up to Popovic, who catches it right at the blue line, then flips it in. Medeo racing. Takes the man, puck still loose in the corner. Foster goes after it, and the Chargers collect. Medeo getting back on that back check, then over to Woolley. Through center ice, Benevelski working his man wide up against the boards. They feed it through his feet and back over. Sharp angled shot gets handled there easily by Prokop, and it's over on the far side for Toto. Out of the zone, and that was a big hit on Toto.
Goodness.
He got the puck out, but he paid for it. Another shot blocked there by Moore. Around the far side, Haviland's got to chase this one in. Gets the angle on it, feeding it through, nobody home. Picked right back up by Owen Moore. Moore coming power through center ice. Shoots one, it was deflected, just going up over the net. Back to Haviland, kicking it in deep behind the net. Total chasing, rung around the boards, out to the blue line. Moore racing for it, unable to keep it in. Backhand drop there for Woolley, and he fires it right back into the corner. Haviland goes. Haviland chasing him behind the net. They make a pass out, off the boards, clear to center ice, right to the back to the stick of Moore. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Too many men! That was definitely too many men on the ice. Pass through the crease. Stepping it back into the corners, the Chargers going up against Cannonberg as he angles his man hard into the boards. Foster joins the party, gets that loose puck, trying to tip it to Haviland, then it's right back into the mix in the circle. Out off the boards by Cannonberg. Henry going in, trying to keep working his way through. He's the only one off. The rest of his line mates are changing. Chargers tap that puck out to center ice. Kolchevsky chasing it down, now coming in on Popovic. They're wide open in front, tip, and they miss the shot as they're sneaking over the far side. Back to the blue line, and the net is off, so they blow the whistle. We gotta go play on that side of the ice, shooter. Let's go play on that side.
I know. You know, I like the physicality, but I'm not all that comfortable with how high they're getting on these hits. Both teams, that is.
Yes.
And there's a lot of hits to the head right now that are going uncalled.
Coming up down, we got Toto, Weber, and Medeo as they continue to shuffle, trying to find the right match out there to get a goal. In front of his own net, Gruber picks up that loose puck off the faceoff. We'll call that a Warriors win. And Medeo tipping it through, back to Toto, can't find it. Weber collecting, pass back to Benevelski. Looking to get this out of his own zone, knocks it down at his own blue line as Weber, flipping it out to center as he was getting pressured. Just inside the zone, now back out. Luke Weber over to the far side, Gruber going after it. Warriors backpedaling in their own zone, couple of players, and they miss another one-timer opportunity. How many chances have the Chargers had for that? Medeo coming in, Austin over to the far side. Austin Medeo still has it. Trying to get a centering pass off as Toto is in front. Medeo still has the puck, gets shoved off it by the third player attempting to do so. And then the Chargers are back, firing that one outside of play. So we're gonna have a face-off in the Warriors offensive zone. We'll just stick with that. Make it sound like I didn't mess up with it, and I knew the puck was going to be on. Now it's Foster, Medeo, and McGowan, or Foster, Popovic, and McGowan. Foster gets that one back over. Cannonberg walks in, shoots, deflected down in front and sending it wide of the net, back over behind. Chargers kicking this around the far side, 7 minutes left to go in the game. McGowan turns, shoots, blocked again. Cannonberg's in deep. Cannonberg draws the penalty here. And for a high stick, and the Warriors are going to go on the power play with 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Harry Haviland and Shooter McGowan live with you in Blaine, Minnesota. Toto, Woolley, Medeo, Foster, and Cannonberg. They were successful yesterday on the power play, unable to get anything going so far today. We're hoping that changes right here as the Chargers find control of the puck and knock it over Cannonberg's stick. Hank's got to escape for this one. He'll get there in time. Backhand pass that one over to Toto. He's winding up behind his own net. Ben Toto coming through. He's going to escape past the one player. Toto winding up, still coming with some speed. Toto controlling, trying to split the last two on the power play. Set that one up. Now back. Medeo rolling puck in his own end. Back up. Foster gets held up against the boards there, but managed to get the puck into the offensive zone. Turned quickly around by the Chargers. Sent down, and they've got a man in deep, trying to get up on the top shoulder of, and Hank with an almost giveaway there. Popovic gets it outside the zone, back over Cannonberg, and a Chargers player fighting for that. Cannonberg pushes his way through. He's got to be careful here as they continue to kick and shove in front of the bench. One back out to the Chargers. They're shorthanded, but working their way through center ice. Chargers coming in onside. Woolley trying to take his man off the puck. Cannonberg has it, fires around for Medeo. Got to get it out of our own zone on the power play. Here's Foster. Now working his way through. Devin Foster coming down. Pass over to Popovic. Couldn't settle that pass down enough to get a shot off. And with 5:22 left to go, they've got 31 seconds left in this man advantage. Kicking it down on the ground. Now dropping to one knee. Foster comes out of the pile with the puck. Behind the net for Benevelski. He's got Haviland at the blue line. Drops it back into the corner. And Warriors are going to get another power play here. Haviland has it at the blue line. Shooting one in. Blocked down. Kicked into the corner. They're going to tag up on it. And there's going to be a slash against the Chargers. We're going to have an 11-second 5-on-3.
Should we get a "you can't do that" chant going for their penalty, just like their team does?
Yeah, they've got some supporters here. I think that 12U team that played earlier that got in the brawls out here watching them now.
Yeah.
Toto, Weaver.
Now we know where the
Haviland.
feistiness comes from.
Yes. Benevelski and Egelseeder. Warriors getting their team pumped up from the bench. 5-on-3 opportunity. Ref gets everything sorted out, pushes everybody outside the circle, drops the puck. Toto ties it up. Haviland and Weaver both in there. Weaver comes out. Plays it to the point. Egelseeder flips one in, deflected off the stick. Haviland going into the corner.
Box,
They
box,
hit that
box.
one hard. Too many men! Back over, Benevelski. Weaver trying to kick that one down. Toto and Weaver both chasing it down in the right side. 5-on-4 for 1 minute and 35. Out to the blue line, Egelseeder knocked that back in. Haviland's at the top of the circle now. He gets that tipped out. Working his way through. Haviland drops that one back out to center ice, picked up by Weaver. Weaver in across, knocked off of his stick. Back out to center. Haviland across over to the far side for Egelseeder. Egelseeder flipping that one in on the goaltender. Pad save comes out. Egelseeder was chasing after it, trying to lift the stick. He does. Eggy gets that one taken away. Weeb's trying to find it. It's in front loose, and Lar was there and couldn't get the shot off. Out to the blue line. Deacon Woolley flips a loose one in there. It's blockered over to the side. Minute left to go in this power play. Benevelski up against the boards. Woolley with him. Woolley tipped it back over to Benevelski. Sasha walking across the blue line. Sasha still has it. Sasha shoots it! Oh! That was in and out! I think that might have just hit the post. I don't
may have
know.
just hit the post.
We'll have to watch it in slow-mo in post-production. But that's what we need from Benevelski right now. You got one shot to not miss your chance to go. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo.
Thank you, Eminem.
Was that? I thought that was an original Harry. Woolley pushing it forward to Medeo. 31 seconds left to go in the power play. Lar back out to the blue line. Held on there by Foster.
Come on.
He gets it stripped away from him, and now Foster's chasing this one back.
Damn it.
Hannenberg coming too. Short-handed opportunity saved
Nice
by
save.
Prokop. Right back out to Lar, over to Woolley, and now it's 3-on-2 the other way. They skate back across the offensive blue line, tipped in front, turned and not out of the zone. Tipped out, and Cannonberg. 4 seconds left to go in the power play.
Keep your cool.
Oh no, taken away and in front. They make a mistake. Foster pushed them up against the boards. 2:46 left to go. The Warriors in desperation mode here as that puck's out to center ice. Egelceder knocks it down. Medeo finds a rolling puck at center. Medeo coming across. He's got Haviland going towards the net, and Medeo gets that one tipped away from his stick, and the Chargers coming back out through center ice. Chargers mishandle on that one. And it goes by Egelceder, back in around. Benevelski taking his man in behind the corner. Benevelski still on the chase, forcing him wide back out to the blue line for the Chargers. They turn in front of the Warriors bench, tip it back into the side, and Benevelski knocks it into the corner. Angled off of that and picked up by Egelceder. Egelceder off the boards. It's caught up in Haviland's skates and then knocked down by the Chargers at the blue line. Northwest working hard to get in towards the net. Kept around to the backside. Now Popovic's forcing him to dump it back into the corner as he puts the pressure onto the blue line. Egelceder up into the mesh and out of play. Is Matt going to use a timeout here? Well, maybe not in his own end. He knows the importance of this one, whether he told the boys or not, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. What are we looking at here now? Oh. Woolley back to Benevelski, see if he can work his magic coming out of his own end. Sasha Benevelski with some speed and power through center ice. Still has his puck. Benevelski centering pass to Woolley, and he can't
Oh, my
find a way to
goodness.
Tucker. That was Foster. Now Woolley's on the back check through center ice alongside Medeo as the Chargers come back in. Save made by Prokop, and he hangs on again. 1:27 left to go. And Matt's got to be thinking about a timeout here sooner than later. Foster at center. Woolley. Nope. Now back to Cannonberg and Egelceder. Medeo, Foster, Woolley. Yeah, I think I got it all figured out. Cannonberg off the boards, high dunk over to the center. Medeo couldn't handle that bouncing puck, and it's picked back up by the Chargers. They come in, working over to the far side. Egelceder forcing his man into the corner. Foster joining, back over to Cannonberg. Cannonberg powering that one over. Woolley flipping it to center, picked back up. Slash on us.
Us.
Cannonberg. Cannonberg not happy with the call, and I don't think any of the Warriors are, because this isn't exactly the time of the game they want to be short-handed.
definitely
1:06 left to go.
What?
And you give him a misconduct too?
What for? Did he shoot his mouth?
Must have said something as a game of 2 and 10. It was only a slashing call. Short-handed, it's going to be Foster, Toto, Egelceder, and Benevelski. Getting instructions on where to stand on this one, but you know what they've got to do is get one guy racing up and get this one deep. There's no other opportunities here short-handed with 1:06 left to go in a 1-0 hockey game. One back by the Chargers. They control top of the circle.
Come on.
A tip in front, saved by Simon. Prokop having a heck of a game. Benabelski turning. Foster backhands that one. It comes clear of the zone. Toto's got to strip this puck. He's looking to take it away. Turns it back around. And they flip this one just inside the zone. Benabelski with the almost steal. And the Chargers send it over to the far side. Egelseeder backhands that one up off the boards. Foster stealing it away. Foster has it with Toto in front. Shooting in the tip. Oh, Toto just about had one. They end up pulling the goalie here with 30 seconds left to go, and it's 5-on-5. Egelseeder behind his own net. Brings that one around the boards for Medeo. Trying to feed that one through, gets it over. Toto coming across the blue line. Ben Toto over to Benabelski, and he couldn't find the handle. Now coming through center ice. Offside. 13 seconds left to go, and they're going to have to put Prokop back in. It doesn't mean anything, does it? They need to win this one. Well, putting him back in doesn't matter. Foster to take this draw. Also important to push this one, looking for Benabelski. Chargers got it. They walk in across the blue line in front and get the empty net goal. It's going to be a loss for the Warriors, and now they're going to have to fight for third and fourth, I think, tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Salazar gets to come out of the box? How does that happen? Well, I guess we come out, but Hank's got to serve the rest of his 10.
Yeah.
Winding down the last 5 seconds here at center ice. The Warriors get shut out for the first time in a long time, and the Chargers go on. That was an exciting hockey game.
It was great game.
We had some opportunities that would have been nice to capitalize on, as always, I guess. You want to take advantage of that, but they deserve to get at least one goal here at some point. I thought anyway. But if I am correct, which that's a 50-50 chance, we will be on the ice tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, which means me and Shooter will be right back here with you. Set your alarms. It's Monday morning. Wait, I got meetings tomorrow morning.
What if my alarm doesn't go off?
Well, then you're not going to be able to drive me here, and there will be no broadcast.
Well,
but it was fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go Bears, and that's on behalf of Stan Halott. And we had some fun with you guys here today. I'm Harry Haviland, Shooter McGowan beside me. On behalf of everybody at OTT, we thank you, and we're signing out.